Alrighty, so here we have our first program where we create our own function, which is just using the sensor to determine the distance threshold and creating if-else statements. If the sensor is greater than the distance threshold, set speed is equal to y. If it is not, y is equal to 0. So that would mean the motors stop moving in a straight line. Let's see this here. And here's our second program. The only difference is that it's the same user-made function that we've applied to MATLAB, other than we have two outputs now because we want an output for the volume as well. So a little change up there, but nothing too crazy. So we have the Y value and the V value, V standing for volume. I put the speaker on the volume only input mode because we don't have any need for changing the frequency at the moment. And so if the robot detects something in front of it, it should make a sound. And here we have 5.3. This time the function we made is a little bit more complicated with some, I guess not totally random parts, but values added in to make the sensor inputs make sense that have already been done if you just use the blocks for Simulink. But in this case, we had to add them in, like the double and the air as well. So again, two outputs to the right and left motor because we aren't using the speaker on this one, but we'll add that in later. And we have the ultrasonic sensor, the threshold, set speed. I believe those are both constants. The sense light is variable, and we set the light threshold and gain. But so, again, if the ultrasonic sensor is greater than the distance threshold, it allows us to go through with the rest of this program with like the light sensing. Otherwise, speed is equal to 0 for the robot. And then for this program, it is the same. We're pretty much combining parts 2 and 3 in a way. 3 being, we created this program using only Simulink blocks last week. But now for this program, we have 3 outputs for the same amount of inputs. And everything is the same except if the ultrasonic sensor value is above the distance threshold, the volume is 0. And if the ultrasonic sensor does not exceed that constant threshold, the volume I've set to 20 so that it will make a noise. So that's where we have the volume output where the input is only volume, no changing frequency, and otherwise it is a redo of the program we made for assignment 4. Just we typed out the function ourselves.